niggas on it. They used to bait me on me and my views, but now niggas on it. I used to tell them I'ma have me a show, but now niggas on it. Her homies on it, your homies on it. Y'all's the hater and all of my moves, but now niggas on it. They used to debate me on me and my views, but now niggas on it. I used to tell them I'ma have me a show, but now niggas on it. Her homies on it, your homies on it. Realest podcast.
Realest podcast ever. We back. Yes. CEO Vic. Our cell phones are off. Realest podcast ever. We back. This is actually episode 215, which makes this the Philliest episode of all time.
Okay, I see where you're going with that.
Yeah, I don't know if any other Philly podcasts have made it to 215 episodes. Got some reverb, some feedback in the back. Thanks, Dan.
Oh, that was me?
Yeah, that was you.
That
was me. That was me with the mic.
Can you turn
in
my headphone
hand?
down a little bit?
No, I think that was Matt.
Jesus.
I was snitching. I'm snitching.
Not me. Definitely wasn't you on Saturday. You was ready to go. Everybody else was fucking
All
around.
right, turn it up a little bit.
Everybody else was fucking around with the fuck arounds.
Turn the music up. Turn me down. All right, now we good.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Realest podcast ever. We back. Episode 215. Like I said before, things are a little disheveled. Trying to get ourselves together.
Do you have any tattoos you regret?
Every last one of them.
Okay, I got a gigantic 215 on my arm.
I got a Liberty Bell here with SWP and graffiti in it. And somebody told me, they said, yeah.
SWV?
SWP.
Oh, I was about to say, you was a fan. All right.
And somebody told me, they was like, yeah, don't explain. If you ever got to do a stretch in jail, don't explain that tattoo to nobody. Then show them the SWP, because that shit means supreme white power in prison. I'm like, oh, good looking. Yeah. Here I am thinking it was Southwest Philly. You know what I'm saying?
Supreme white power is funny as shit.
And of course, the tattoo artist told me that after he was done. Yeah. Like, yeah, you probably don't want to tell nobody what to say.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a 215 on my arm, and
teenagers should not be allowed to get tattoos.
No. And honestly,
you're going to put some dumb shit on your body that you're going to regret.
And you're going to let your man do it.
At a tattoo party. With some Swedish fish pinnacle.
Southwest legend shit. You know who I got my first tattoo from? Mel on Woodland Ave. Yeah. Yeah, for drugs. Yeah, for real shit.
And just bring me a couple weeks.
Yeah, not even.
Not even.
Yeah,
if your tattoo is under like $400, you probably shouldn't even be getting that.
400, nigga. That was everybody's shit for the night.
Yeah, I got 14 niggas.
Yeah. We really went to Mel's to get our first. That was some Southwest shit for real.
Yeah, I got bad tattoos from a lot of spots. South Street, the joint over there on like.
I never got a tattoo on South Street. I wasn't there long on South Street back in the day. Like I never got a tattoo or
and here's the thing. Here's the problem with the South Street.
Or board a snake to South Street.
The problem with the South Street tattoo spots is this: they are never busy except Friday and Saturday night. But if you walk in there on a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, they're there. But they like, fuck you doing here? It's like that's like this elitist like attitude. Like, yeah, what bullshit tattoo you want off the wall, nigga? Let me stencil this up so I can get your stupid ass out of here. And that'll be $250, like for the worst tattoo you ever got in your life.
You know what tattoo I still, in this big age, still got a love for when women got the little paws?
Paw prints?
Yeah,
oh, man.
I still...
The Eve paw prints is iconic.
My man recently was like, ew. I'm like, no, I still...
Like, that make me a thought?
Yeah, I still like the paw prints.
Yeah, the paw prints is it, baby. You know
they kind of, the paw prints is a little, little dull now because they from back in the day.
You ever been to the breakfast spot on 60th and Market?
60th and Market. I've not really done anything
on 60th. All right, so back in the day, I don't know if she still worked there, wherever she at. I hope she's doing well. Lady that worked at the breakfast spot on 60th and Market had a tattoo on her chest.
Right on.
Of a dick with nut shooting out of it.
I've seen that before. I don't know if this was that lady, but I've seen that before.
Iconic. You know
I feel like I have seen her before.
Yeah, like that's the last thing I need to see is a dick with my grits. You know what I'm
saying?
Like, that's not really that's not the vibes at 10 in the morning.
Yeah, man. Not
trying to get on the L, go to work.
Yeah, not for these pancakes.
Like, wait, is that what I think it is? Like, what can
Hold on. Okay.
What can you do with a woman with a tattoo of a dick busting a nut on her chest other than say, damn, babe, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? You trying to eat some dick later? Like, what do you do?
Yeah, you can't really take her to a gala.
Yeah, you can't take her to the company Christmas party.
Yeah, no. It's going to be a lot of questions.
Where'd you get her at?
Yeah.
Blink 3 times if you okay. Are you being held hostage? No, I'm straight. I'm about to have a good time in the bathroom.
Yeah, for real shit. Yeah, I regret my 215 at this point. It looked good, but
I put a tweet up a couple weeks ago. I'm going to ask y'all now that we're here. What is more of an indicator that you about to have a good night with a chick? Waist beads or a tattoo of another nigga's name?
tattoo of another nigga's name.
I like the combo of both.
The combo of both, you about to get
You
right.
about to get, yeah.
You about to get some Erykah Badu level work.
Yeah, you Harlem Nights. Listen here, baby. I ain't never coming home.
And it's an inexpensive good time.
Oh, yeah. $45.
I know a chick that got like multiple names on.
No, I was gonna say, or the kicker is, what if she got multiple niggas' names?
I've seen that.
Yeah, the multiple nigga name that's top tier.
Like Asian Doll is batshit crazy, but I know she got that work because she got King Von's name and his face tattooed on her 9 times. Yeah. That's gonna be a great night.
That's gonna be an excellent night.
Yeah. Like I told you, I know a chick that got multiple names.
Yeah. And they be like everywhere.
Yeah. In the most random of places. Who are these people? Like,
Oh, yeah, it's definitely one on the titties, one on the back,
Yeah, one on the ass cheek.
one on the ass cheek, one in the pelvic area.
One on
one
the
on
side
one
of
on
the rib.
one on the hand, on
He
the
might-
side of the hand. Yeah.
And it's some random initial somewhere.
And
I can't tell you who this one is.
and a couple cover-ups.
Either one.
Yeah. Yeah. That should be wild.
I actually been petitioning for the last year and a half for my girl to tattoo my face on her face. That's been my negotiation tactic. Like, I just want you to put a portrait of me like this
Yeah.
on your cheek.
That's the holy grail.
So when niggas see you, they see me, and they know that you either retarded or deeply in love, which is really the same thing.
I was about to say, niggas ain't gonna care. That's the crazy part. Like, I meet a chick and she
Yeah,
got
who boy? That's
Yeah,
your
who
brother?
boy?
No, because a nigga gonna.
Yeah, I'm aiming right for ball.
I was just a little freak ass bitch. Yeah. And a nigga face on her face.
Yeah.
So, you know, I skeets on the shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, she made me a grilled cheese and some tomato bisque.
I'm definitely aiming right there.
Definitely aiming right for that.
Fuck
Is this nigga? Yeah, I'm saying.
The fuck is this thing?
Yeah.
7 minutes, we're already off the rails.
I remember a chick I was fucking with. We was fucking around. We was cool, like vibing. We stopped dealing with each other, and it was like damn near my girl. Like when we stopped fucking with each other for like a month and a half, and I remember linking back up with her, and we got into it one night. Whatever. She took her clothes off. She had a tattoo on her ass, and it had a name on it. And
It
I
was not there before.
was like, damn, you had a son? While we wasn't talking?
Had a seat.
Yeah, what the fuck? Definitely aiming for that. Shit real.
Juvenile had a line said, "You gotta find with a nigga name on your spine. Now respect my fucking mind. How I'ma hit that from behind?
I'ma hit that from behind. What you know about that? Dog. Juvie used to talk that
So
shit.
that album is like the Southern Holy Grail.
Dog. Juvie was talking that shit back in the day.
Real quick, impromptu topic. We could get right with the shits. I saw a post.
Kind of
No,
been with the shit since
It
the mics turned on.
wasn't a post. It was another podcast. Shout out Beehive from Atlanta, Hot 107.9. Him and Wicked was having a debate. Does Lil Wayne have an album better than 400 Degrees?
Yes.
I said pick one.
Carter 2.
Carter, I was like, it's either Carter 2 or Carter 3, depending on what you like. Carter 3 is essentially a pop album.
Carter 3 isn't better in like the minutia of what it is.
Yeah.
But
As far as cohesiveness and all of that shit.
Carter 2 is a masterpiece. Like, you know, I'll argue that. I argue Carter 2 against Volume 2. Like, that joint is the anchor to the Carter series. Where it's like Jay, after Volume 3, switched off and, you know, he went a different direction and Wayne kind of stayed in the Carters. But Volume 1, 2, 3, Carter 1, 2, 3, I ain't gonna hold you. I'm taking the Carter over those 3 joints.
For sure.
And it's simply because of the Carter 2.
Yeah, you got,
That's just real.
you got hustler music. You got you know, the fly in, fly outs. You got I'm a D-boy is on that album.
Like, if you want to be technical, let's keep it a buck. And, you know, I respect Jay a lot. And I told you, I've become a real, like, just for the way Jay talks.
Jay the human.
No, just in music. Like,
Just music.
I'm just, it's just, it makes so much sense. But, like, Jay top 3 best albums, like, you can make a case that ain't none of them like volumes.
Yeah, I think it's
Reasonable Doubt, Black Album, and American Gangster. If you want to be technical,
that's the 3. And then Volume 2 was like right there for me. And Volume 2 is absolutely better than the Blueprint. Fight me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Pull up on me if you want. Like, it's fine. I'll debate you all day. That joint is better. Like, and it did more. It was more impactful. Like, you know, you had Hard Knock Life. You had Ride or Die, which was the Mace disc that, you know, niggas don't know that that's a Mace disc.
Kind of
that was produced by Stevie J from the Hitmen. Like, that's the whole significant. And that's him on the damn intro, being ridiculous. I'm rolling with Rockefeller, man. Yeah. They got money, man. Can I Get Her is on that album. Huge record. Money Ain't a Thing is on that album. Like,
well, he stole that. And he stole Money Cash. I mean, Money Ain't a Thing and Can I Get Her? He stole those. But they're on there.
Yeah, what they say, good artists create, great artists steal or some shit like that. What else is on that album? Money Cash Hoes is on that album. Like, that album is tough to beat. That album in a versus against another album is a hard night for anybody.
Carter 2 got Money on my mind. Carter 2's
for
coming.
sure.
Carter 2 got hustle music.
Yeah.
Carter 2 got Feel Me. Carter 2 got I'm a D-boy. Like, Carter 2 is making a serious
that was the first. He did that first Robin Thicke song that he did.
Shooter is on that joint. Fireman is on. Like, Carter 2 is fucking nuts.
I can't even hear Fireman though at this point. I can't lie. Like, the same way I can't hear Izzo, I can't hear Fireman. The shit drives me crazy because it was so successful that it's like, god damn, dog. Like,
I ain't gonna hold you. Izzo came on the other day and I had my shuffle on. That joint bang out. Kanye did his thing on that.
Yeah, now, after probably like 8 years off from it.
Yeah.
But it's like, in the moment, it's like, yo, I can't hear this record ever again. It's just certain records, you know, and that's credit to them for making a record that, you know, spins that much and, you know, cuts through the music scene that much.
I ain't gonna hold you. That's kind of how I feel about I Just Want to Love You from Dynasty.
Can't hear it.
Yeah, it's I can't hear it. I think I've maxed out on the times I can play that song. And at a time,
that was my favorite Jay-Z song of all time. Like, you know, as a young thought, not knowing no better.
As a young thought,
that was it.
Yeah, me, you, and your Chloe glasses. As a young,
that was county fair time. Yeah. Me, Ricky, and Kabir going to the county fair, getting our little Versace shit from Daffy's and shit. You know what I'm saying?
I remember getting my first car and getting my Panasonic CD player with the little race car I used to ride on the screen. I was banging I Just Want to Love You a lot.
Yeah, that was that work. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we was radio babies. We grew up in and around the radio. So it's like whatever was spinning on the radio, that's our shot. Like, and whatever's, you know, on BET or MTV, whatever the case may be. And, you know, now you have essentially none of that. All we got left is playlists. To the point where, like, music videos are secondary to the music. Like, that shit flipped. Like, remember how big music videos got at a point, and now the music video is, like, third on the list. It's like it's like your song, your image, and then the music video.
Oh, when R. Kelly Trapped in the Closet was doing the premieres every week, niggas was going in the house. You know niggas don't go in the house. Now, I remember being at the park, niggas be playing Pig for money, smoking weed. Around 8:50, you see motherfuckers start dwindling out. Hey, where you going? I got to bust this trap real quick. Hold up. Like, you ain't sell no crack all day. Now you got to trap the bus. Nigga going. And they only going for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
then be right back at the park.
Now, what y'all niggas on?
Yeah. Talking about, she says, okay, wipes her nose, and then asks me about a girl named Tina. Like, nigga, I thought you said you gonna bust a trap. Why you singing the new, no, my trap named Tina, nigga? I ain't, what you talking about? Like, nigga, you went to go watch Trapped in the Closet. Cut that shit out. Like, yeah, that was a real thing. Like, real live music videos had premieres. Like,
yeah. I remember Money Ain't a Thing had a fucking premiere.
Oh.
Money Ain't a Thing had a premiere. Now they do, the equivalent of that is the iHeart Radio Blast.
Yeah.
When somebody drop a record and they trying to force it on us, they do the iHeart Radio Blast when all 9,200 stations from iHeart play the song for every hour on the hour for 3 days and try to force you to like it. And it's like, that's their test market to where it's like, if people respond to it, call in, request it, they pick it up. If not, then that shit go in the trash. Yeah. We've seen it work. We've seen it, I think one of Khaled big records, I think I'm on one, might have had that John or whatever like that, but then we've seen it didn't work. Fat Joe and Dre from Cool and Dre, when they was working on their album, the Family Ties album, they remade Ambitions as a Rider, which is a mistake unless you kill a kid. Yeah. Do not touch. Certain records just shouldn't be touched. And that's a whole nother topic I want to get right into. Was like they remade Ambitions as a Rider and made it like a strip club anthem, and that John fell miserably.
Khaled, did you hear the new Drake and Baby?
It's very average.
Khaled's ability to get the best artists ever and get them in a room and make not great music
Make some Reggie.
That's a skill in itself.
Yeah, the production.
That's because he chasing them other records that was organic.
Yeah.
And he trying to force them on you.
Yeah, he's essentially, Wild Thoughts is one of the biggest songs in history. And that's an organic record that just happened because Bryson Tiller was on fire and Rihanna is Rihanna. And you put that together with the damn Carlos Santana sample.
I'm going there. Wild Thoughts was good, but it ain't Maria.
No.
And I hate that people even do, like, it's just.
But for the new generation, it was because you got to think 20 years go by. These new kids that are consuming the music don't even know the reference.
Dan was at a
definitely don't know the original.
Dan was at a panel discussion joint recently with some young people. They was teenagers, and the girl straight said, "I listen to oldies." What was the oldies?
Ashanti and Keisha Cole.
Those was the oldies.
But you gotta think that shit is 15, 20 years ago. Irv is cursing Ashanti out about some shit, a 20-year-old relationship. Like, it's 2022. That was 2002 when Foolish came out. You know what I'm saying? It's that sort of thing.
We discussed the Irv and Ashanti shit at the live show. Oh, let's talk this.
Shout out to us, man.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to us. Shout out to y'all. Everybody that pulled up. I just dropped the live show photos on Patreon. You know what I'm saying? It pays to be a member. I'll put them on the gram at some point. Yeah. In their entirety with the link and all that shit. But, for now, y'all can copy, paste the link, share them, show people what they missed out on. You missed a hell of a show, motherfuckers. Yeah. We ended up doing a 2-hour live show. We've never done that before.
Yo, we legit didn't even, we planned on doing 45 minutes.
Yes.
That's where we was both at. We was both like, yeah, we're going to do 45 minutes. We got up there and started just, going. And, yeah.
When you see the photos, you see both of us just dying. We were going crazy.
Yeah.
The first 5 minutes was shaky, but once we got it together, the other 115 minutes was nonstop. Like, just, we was both on. Matt telling his stories. I talked about how I was a failed robber at Kmart, all this different shit. Like, and we was really on one, man. And that was like, that might be our best live show, dog.
As far as the banter, as far as the crowd, like, and Philly, because Philly is like one of those non-participating places. They was turnt that motherfucker the other
You
day.
keep motherfuckers drunk for 2 hours and then get up there and start trying to do some shit. Yeah. No, they was ready.
Yeah, we started discussing living together with women, and that shit was it was fun.
No, it was awesome, man. Thank y'all so much, everybody that came. We was at 1212. The cat been out the bag, but we was at 1212 Lounge. Shout out to Barb.
Yo,
and shout out to Chef G.
Shout out to Barb and G. When I talk about, like, that's something we don't ever do as far as, like, us, the behind the scenes thing. When it comes to just life in general, Barb was like, yo, don't worry about security, servers, bar. I got all that.
I got everything.
And I mean, like, shout out to Buttons and Snow. They was behind the bar all night handling that. Shout out to, I can't think his name, with the hookahs. He kept that shit flowing. Steve. Yeah. He kept the hookahs rolling, G and them with the food. And I figured the food was just going to be go for it yourself. But it's like, we can't trust y'all around that because,
knock the table over.
Somebody bit one of the legs of the table.
Somebody will hurricane bomb the food. So we got to have servers.
It was so much food that we wound up taking food home. It was never ran out of food. The drinks was like never
ran out of liquor. Never ran out of food. Like, everybody was like, yo, these lemon drops. Oh, my God. Niggas in there making cherry lemon drops.
Yeah, just creating shit. Yeah.
What y'all got back there? You got some grenadine? Hook me up.
Yeah. Y'all got some mint julep? Get a little bit of that shit my aunt used to drink.
Man. Everything was awesome, man. Barb is the best host by far, yo. Like, we
didn't trip off of nothing. Me and Jules on the roof going to get. I don't give a fuck. Like, it was
if it's in here, it's ours. So go get it.
Yeah, go get it. Rock out.
If you need more chairs, go get them, Jones.
Yeah.
We fucking made the little
mezzanine.
Made a mezzanine. We made a mezzanine. Everybody was up there vibing. About 20 people up there. This shit was dope, man.
I was like kind of upset because of the whole HDMI situation where it couldn't go on the TVs, and the people. I'm like, it's people up on the third level. Excuse me. Yeah. And it's like they like, oh no, like everybody was like, yo, it was perfect. It was literally like listening to the podcast and just chilling, smoking your joint, chilling with people. I'm like, yeah, like it.
It turned out to be a vibe.
It turned out to be
the
awesome.
biggest vibe.
It was, yo, everybody, the funniest part was every time me and Jules left and came back, we was more on than what we was.
The one time you came back, you was on stuck.
Yo, and Lee was like, yo, are y'all like doing crack when y'all go?
Y'all micro dosing or whatever the hell y'all was doing.
Yo, it was fun as shit. Like everybody was fried, everybody was on, everybody was just in their bag. That was a fun ass night, yo.
Shout out to two very important people that also made the event happen. Our photographer Chris Jordan. Follow him on the gram at _certified_. He did all the photos. He got crazy angles, great shots.
Oh, we got some dope shots.
Crazy, beautiful shots. Like literally like if you wasn't here, you wasn't nowhere. Like, that's how the pictures make it look.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, on that note, and Christina from Lady Boss Affairs, who also sponsors the show. She's also sponsoring the show today. Lady Boss Affairs luxury event styling and balloon decor has some availability now until June 2023. After that, Lady Boss Affairs will be fully relocated in Houston. Shout out to that. In Houston, Texas, which actually I'm going tomorrow to be a thought. We're going to Marv went to Investment Fest in Atlanta. I'm going to Nig Investment Fest in Houston with Chris Brown and Lil Baby and Young Blue. But yeah, they have they specialize in birthday parties, baby showers, graduation, anniversary, engagement parties, breakup parties, divorce parties. I don't know if sex parties, but I'm gonna throw it in there anyway.
Yeah, pretty much anything you might need a balloon for.
Balloon decor, strawberry deluxe boxes. You can follow Christina on the gram at Christina_Lady Boss Affairs. Everything spelled properly. Lady Boss Affairs on all other platforms. Pricing and availability is on the website www.ladybossaffairs.com, and you can also call at 484-604-0153 or bang the email at ladybossaffairs@gmail.com. She did all of the balloon arches, the decor, all of that. It was amazing. Her and her daughter came through early, set everything up. It was amazing. And yeah, they sponsored that show. They sponsored this show. Shout out Christina, man. You are amazing. We appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, it was a fun joint, man. Like everything we, going off of the last show we did at Art Gallery where things kind of were all over the place. This was very, very.
Yeah, because we had to do everything.
Yeah. This was very tight. The food, the drinks, the hookahs, the merch, it was all there. Dan sold mad TRPE. We're smoking it right now. How do you like it?
I love it.
Tastes very good. Yeah. The funniest part
was
was
some lemon in here.
I'll tell you off air.
Okay.
The funniest part was one of the girls who opened the TRPE joint was like, "Oh damn, this smells real good. How do it smoke?" Dan said, "I don't know. All I smoke is mint."
Taste buds is burnt.
Yeah. Dan said, "I did not taste this shit, but y'all gonna tell me." Yeah, it was very fun, and like I said, I didn't think we were gonna go that long on.
We didn't anticipate it, and we just was ripping, man. And it was, we had interaction we didn't ask for. Shout out to that.
Oh yeah, 227.
Yeah, we had questions at the end. Shout out Rashay. We had questions and stuff at the end, man. It was just a great everything. You know what I'm saying? Everybody had a ball. We had if you didn't come, we had merch to give away. We did our Cartier collection. Show the hat, Matthew. You know what I'm saying? We still have those. They are for sale. You can hit me up for them, Jones. We also gave away some other merch too, some surprise merch that nobody knew we was giving away. So it's like this is why we was just so like, yo, like don't fuck around, like pull up, like you know what I'm saying? Because we always give way more than promise. And what's crazy is, you know where I'm going with this. Spooky time.
I had on more than 3 different occasions, somebody was like, "Yo, let me ask you a question. Like, why only charge $85 or beans? Like, why only charge $85 for this?" And I'm like, "What you mean?" And they all 3 of them, well, actually 4 different people, was like, "Yo, you could have probably charged a deuce for this joint. Like, y'all could have like," and I'm just like, the 85 plus 3 was
a problem.
It
was a thing, like a big thing.
But literally, motherfuckers was like, "Dog, like I ate all night. I drunk endless drinks, the hookah, I bagged the joint up on the like this shit was all that. Like
nice titties in that joint.
Like when y'all doing this again?" I'm just like, we ain't
over. Niggas ruined it. But I think we've kind of talked each other simultaneously. We had the same idea. We've talked each other. We're going to do the TRP Invitational, the bowling event. We're going to figure this thing out, try to get it together and make it happen. Maybe in October or November, maybe Thanksgiving break. Maybe
I wanted to do a Friendsgiving.
That'd be fire. We talked about that.
So I honestly, if we're gonna do the TRPE Invitational, it would be about, from what I stand, like maybe 100 people, maybe.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And it will be invitational.
Yeah.
Like it will be
get
like
your squads and pull up.
like you will get invited.
Yes.
That's how it's gonna work.
Absolutely.
Not gonna leave y'all the chance.
No,
No
we
more.
can't
No.
do that. That's over.
I'm putting you on the spot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we've been thinking about doing the TRPE invitational.
So
and
while we said, and we meant it, we weren't lying, we're not doing no more live shows for the rest of the year. We will do other events, you know what I'm saying, to curate the vibe where all of the, and here's the other thing. Y'all look amazing, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Man, the fellas was sharp. They had great cologne on. Shout out to us. You know what I'm saying? The ladies was amazing. The titties was titty and the asses was ass, and it was great.
Yo, everybody has a fat ass now.
Yes.
Or everyone.
Yes, man.
The big girls, the small girls, everybody got a big old ass now.
ASSTHE. Ass.
Yeah, yeah. But it built a house up on that ass. That's an ass state. Like, real shit.
Yeah.
Everybody got a wagon now. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, it was very, very fun. Like I said, everybody was fried. Everybody was on. Shout out to the who's. You know who you is. Everybody was in there. Shout out to everybody who bought people.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Chelsea came through with a gang of girls. Alicia came through, gang of girls. Britt came through, gang of... Like, shout out to everybody who just pulled up
Yeah,
deep.
new people.
And add them next time when y'all post them, please.
For research purposes.
Research purposes only.
Yes, for research purposes, please add your friends that come to the party so we can put them on the email list.
Yes, and look at them titties. In privacy of our own homes. You know what I'm saying?
What was your funnest moment of the night?
Everything. Like, everything. And I didn't even get the chance to get fried, so I was sober for the whole everything, man. I just enjoy everything, man.
Oh, yeah, I came in on tilt. Yeah, I came in on 10.
Yeah, I'm not sure who that was, but he had a ball, but he was like angry. He was like aggravated, man, but he was having like a great time. He was like, man, I walked into the bar. He was with his girl or whatever. He was like, it's like, man, y'all niggas was bitching, man. This shit lit right now.
Who's it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I forget his name. Shout out to him, whoever the hell that was. He was like, man, y'all niggas was bitching. This shit lit right now.
Funniest shit to me was the security guard.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Shout out to my man Dev over at D-Line.
Yo.
And shout out to Bakari because he's working on a big interview for us. So shout out to him. But definitely to Dev.
Yeah.
I'm glad you ain't had your vessel.
That was funny as shit when he came through the joint just on some random shit.
Some bruh man shit.
Yeah, straight bro man through the
Y'all
show.
doing a show.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
another ass show, huh?
Walk through this joint.
Yeah.
See the stick is here.
Yeah.
Don't act dumb, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to
They not tripping over the lemon drop. All right, man.
Yeah.
Let me get a little something.
Shout out to Sandbox Podcast. They was all talking to me the other day. They want to do an interview because they interview you or whatever. Yeah. And it was funny because I'm sitting next to Black and his wife, and he came over and was like, yo, we want to do an interview. And you know the music loud as fuck. He like, yo, we want to do an interview with you. And I'm like, okay, word. He told his man, was like, yeah, come on. I'm like, oh, y'all want to do it now? He was like, no. I'm like, oh, we about to do some urban expression shit.
Shout out Use and Money from the Sandbox Podcast. They come to everything.
Yeah.
Every live show. They came to Brooklyn. They came to the after party, whatever. They come to everything, man. They good brothers. They doing a live show September 10th. So I'm definitely there for them. Ryan's got a poetry event coming up September 4th. Already bought tickets, so I have tickets if you want to go with me. Or if, I don't know if you want to go on a date. You got to buy your own tickets.
Say, you want to go on a date?
We can just go.
Yeah. Now, do we have to like be in uniform?
Oh, dashikis and...
I was going to wear a Kango and a sweater. That's what I was going to wear.
A furry Joe?
Yeah. Or a kufi and a Jesus piece. You know the niggas that be mad.
Let's Google Erica Badu boyfriends.
One of them little print symbols. Yeah. The artist formerly known as Joe.
The comic collection.
Yeah. One of them big ass, you remind me of my girl kufis. Yeah, one of them John. Yeah, I want to go to a nice little. I went to Steph John.
Steph was there.
Steph was there. Poets and comics, like, you know what I'm saying. I like that. Like, it was good. Poets is allowed to just be like, they can be real hoish.
Yeah, free spirits.
Yeah, they can do that shit on stage. Get on stage and just start wilding. Yeah, that should be turned.
Shout out to everybody, man. It was an awesome event. If you missed it, man, you missed it. You know what I mean? You really missed it. This was a good journal.
Shout out Craig, Henny guy. Craig did not scream out one time.
Shout out Craig and Mill. They was in there.
He was on chills. You know, Craig can get the yelling. You know what I'm saying? But he was on chills. All in all, man, it was. I had a ball. Yeah, it was great. I had a fucking ball. And at the end of the night, we was just chilling. Jules had passed out. You know what I'm saying? Me, you,
He's
Rock.
laying on the bench.
That nigga was on the couch, just not, but was still talking in the conversation. It was like, remember the guy off of Half Baked?
Who told him he could move in here?
Yo, he like, y'all worried about the wrong thing. You need to get your friend out of jail. Yeah, man, it was a very, 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 very fun night.
Yeah, it was
and
excellent.
That's my thing with the whole bowling joint, where it's like, damn, I peeped how much fun we had bowling, and I'm like, yo, if we stretch this out and do the whole joint, decorated, have it catered with food, you know, the bars there, music. I'm like, damn, we can create some. Oh, go ahead.
Shout out DJ Don Will. He was
Yo,
smoking shit.
Oh man.
dog.
Shout out DJ Don. He was smoking shit, yo. Caution, you might have got yourself fired.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna hold you, man.
I say at the next event we have Caution and him battle. You know what I'm saying? Do that shit like Juice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Both of you niggas show up with gloves with the fingers missing. and
Get to work.
Get to work. Yeah, man. But I realized in the moment the other day, like, damn, just how good of a time we can create. Through, you know, these different affiliations, and just, you know, like somebody said at the party, like, this is like the cream of the crop of, like, it's like, I think it was Black. Black was like, it's so decent for y'all to be able to curate, one, the vibe, two, the thought, actually follow through with it, have people show up to it, really enjoy themselves, and just everybody gets home safe. Exactly. Like, that is really, 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 so shout out to us, man. Shout out to, like, just you, me, Dan, Vicky, the whole TRPE team. Shout out to Kev, Dunbar. They weren't even, they all bought tickets and they couldn't even come because they had a prior engagement and shit.
They had a couture party they had to go to.
Yeah, freaks.
Somebody's got to man the ship.
Yeah. Shout out Dre Ali.
Yes.
Dre Ali came through, bought our champagne. Dre Ali is really like, when you talk about a supporter, Dre Ali is a supporter's supporter. Dre Ali pulled up, bought our champagne, said congratulations on y'all finishing y'all tour. I got to get to work. Right. Took some pictures.
And left out the part that
he was going to be with, you know, Bernice. But that's neither here nor there.
We would have wrapped this shit
Yeah,
up.
we would have left with you.
Listen, I went on the gram on Saturday night once we finally wrapped up, and I seen them no disrespect, them bitches Bernice was with. I said, oh, Dre on some bullshit. Mm-hmm. She had 4 more Bernices with her.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had to call Dre and tell him about it, so.
Yeah, shout out to Dre Ali, man. Shout out to Jules. Jules was in town for that shit.
Shout out Rob was there.
Rob was in it. Rob with his book bag. Rob don't go nowhere without that bag. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just fun. Yeah, it was really, really decent. I met people I never met. You know, a lot of women.
A lot of new faces.
A lot of new faces, yo. It was really, 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 really decent, and everybody seemed to really enjoy themselves.
A lot of Big Dan supporters too. You know.
Oh yeah. Motherfuckers.
The Big Dan Hive is
the
serious.
Big Dan Hive is crazy. Yeah. Yeah.
The Big Dan Hive is crazy. Like, no, man, Big Dan is the third mic, man. That's perfect, man. Way better than the white ball. I'm like, damn, what Teller do to y'all?
Yeah. People was asking me, like, yo, who the white ball? I'm like, what white ball? It's like the white ball on the cut. I'm like, oh, that's Just.
That's White Cuz.
Yeah, that's White Cuz. Shout out to Just. Just had to get us right at the beginning.
But he got it right.
That's Just thing. And also, shout out to this. This is another reason I really like doing these type of things, because the intermingling of the shit. Like, Just, who literally has a job that you never know with Just where he's going to be at and what he's got going on.
He's running the FanDuel podcast.
You see what I'm saying? And he's literally like, yo, who does your hats? And I'm like, oh, my guy over here, shout out Tattoo. You know what I'm saying? Poppy Reyes. Like, he's like, oh, yeah, I need to talk to him. And it's just like, boom, a connection. Hats made. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Dre, Lane's carpet cleaner. You know what I'm saying? Barb got to get the jumps. He's like, yo, look, I can do all that. Okay, cool. It's like everybody can just exist and it be a real...
It's a network of professionals. As much as it's about us coming and doing a show and being entertainers, we also create an environment where, you know, professionals can intermingle and share resources in their networks and grow their networks and all of that. And that's the most rewarding part about it for us.
Everybody got paid like everybody was just happy the other day. Yeah. Dan sold a bunch of hookahs that he never tasted. You know what I'm saying? Like a bunch of shisha flavors and shit. Barb, like I said, the hookah Steve, the fucking secure, like everybody just, you know what I'm saying, made money and had fun, and that was lit, man. It was lit.
We had one leftover item. Christina told me, she said, y'all had one leftover item. She said, we never finished our top 5 black women list, which is actually like, it's like a Joe Budden joint where they was doing their top 20 MCs and there was 44 MCs. The top 5 black women of all time is like 17 black women.
Yeah, people got mad at me because I got Oprah on that joint. I'm like,
I don't know why.
I'm so lost.
She's a multi-billionaire.
Like,
is everything okay?
Motherfuckers was really coming up to me and like, yo, you really fuck Oprah? And I'm like, dog, Stedman hit Oprah once and got a house. like he not hit her in 83, bought the villa. Like, real shit.
Nigga got a great life.
Yeah.
So my top 5 black women, which ain't 5, Beyonce, Oprah, Kelly Rowland, which Kelly Rowland, shout out to her. She proved why she's in the top 5. The pictures she dropped, what was it, yesterday or Sunday, whatever day it was. Kelly Rowland.
Kelly not in there.
Megan Good. Holly Berry. We left Holly Berry off the list. And Ashanti. And then my new age list is Ruby Rose and Drea Michelle.
Is Drea black? Yes. Okay.
Put some black in there somewhere.
Okay. Beyonce's for sure in there.
Beyonce's a lock.
Oprah's for sure in there.
Lock.
Gotta be. I was drawing with the Gayle thing, but
Gayle ain't gonna make it.
But I think what it is like that to me is a dream threesome. Oprah and Gayle? Yeah. That would be turned. Oprah, Beyonce, Naomi Campbell, would she fall in there?
Yeah, for sure. She's an icon.
Naomi Campbell. I had to check myself too because I was on. Janet Jackson for sure has to be.
Oh
in
yeah. I forgot Janet.
I was wild.
Janet, I'm gonna put Janet on my list too. So now I'm at 9 for my top 5.
Okay. Janet, Beyonce, Oprah. What was the other one I said? Did I say Holly?
You didn't say Holly.
No. Beyonce, Oprah, Janet. I'm backtracking now. Do we count Mariah Carey as black?
She's a black woman.
She's
got
half
a black
black
father. Yeah.
Yeah. Paul Mooney in his stand-up was like, Mariah Carey is going through it right now. Her white half say she having a nervous breakdown. Her black half say, shut up, cokehead bitch. I'm going there. I'm putting Whitney in there.
I respect it.
Whitney
was bad as I ain't gonna hold you. I was, when you a young nigga, like you be so horny about like ass and titties, you don't appreciate the slim tenders. Whitney was bad as shit in the 80s, in the early 90s for the coke took over. She was that work for about a strong decade.
Whitney's beautiful.
Yes.
And had that voice and just, she was down. Yeah. Whitney might have to be in there. That's my top 5. Oprah.
Fucking Whitney Houston bailed Benny out of jail.
Yeah. Oprah, Beyonce, Whitney, Janet Jackson, Holly Berry. I think that would be my top 5.
So was Whitney honorable mention?
No, I said Whitney.
Oh, Whitney, okay.
Whitney, Janet, Oprah, Beyonce, Holly Berry.
No Ashanti?
No.
Okay.
She right there. I respect Irv.
Yeah.
In feeling the way he feels. He went about it terribly. I would feel that way if I lost Ashanti.
Yeah.
But
I would have, somebody would have, Cadillac Tower Black Child would have had to go see Nelly.
Yeah. Yeah.
With the FN.
Yeah. Y'all ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, this is a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're doing too much. You know what I'm saying? Stop this.
Yeah. Pole City Anthem is off the charts now. Why don't you make yourself useful and go talk to Nelly? Oh, man. But we had a ball. We was just discussing stupid shit like that, telling our little stories. You about robbing Kmart, me about working at Popeyes. A lot of people just didn't know that Lee knew, like Jules knew, like just didn't know I worked.
One day at Popeyes.
Logged in one day at Popeyes way back in the day. I have one complaint, but I ain't complaining about it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? We said it. Like the money was mid.
Yeah.
But what you gonna do?
It is what it is.
It is what it is. We created a vibe. If you didn't vibe in it,
I can always sell dick on the side. I gotta get a permission slip signed by my girl.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Mitigate my income.
Yeah. Go get me a honey from the gas station. You know what I'm saying? I'll get us our rent. You know what I mean? Like, but all in all, I have no real major complaints. The other night was fun as fuck.
It was great.
It was great.
It was a great night, man.
It was great. What you got over there?
Got a bunch of different stuff, man. Like, we can go any different direction. I want to talk about Kevin Hart, man.
Okay.
Kevin Hart is kicking ass at life.
Yeah.
He is a machine. And every time I turn around, he's doing something else that I didn't expect Kevin Hart to do. Mm-hmm. His latest venture, he put a post up 23 hours ago, said, it's happening. On Thursday, August 25th, my restaurant, My Heart House, will open its doors in Los Angeles. We're excited to disrupt fast food with a flavorful and affordable plant-based option. I am so excited for you to try it. We'll be dropping heat all week. Tag someone in Los Angeles who needs to mark their calendar. Let's go. Eat your heart out. And, with the promo pictures and all of that. And this motherfucker he's like Hip City Vet. He's Hip City Vet. Like, and, the thing that I particularly just admire about Kevin Hart is, like, he does everything. Like, he's the epitome of, when I tell people, like, when they be like, yo, I'm trying to do this, I'm like, yo, sometimes you got to do 100% of everything. And Kevin Hart is the guy that does 100% of everything. And I'm sure that, he has his various teams, his food team, his comedy team, his acting team, his Heartbeat Productions team, this, and this, his publicist, his trainer, all these different people that make the things go. But to have the discipline where you worth $800 million to just keep going and just keep finding new ventures. He just launched fucking Gran Coramino Vodka, Clear Reposado, through his, his tour that he's doing now. And he's launching it at all the Hard Rock properties. All over the country and all over the world or whatever. This tequila is launching or whatever like that. He's on tour. He's doing dates with Chris Rock. He's doing, Dave Chappelle popped up at the MSG John. And Spank just said they're about to drop. He's touring through October. They're about to drop like 125 more tour dates that take them in the next summer. How?
It's unreal.
It's unreal.
It doesn't make any sense.
In between doing Heart to Heart, doing movies, doing Netflix series, doing all this shit, and it's just like, yo, this nigga has to be on like the go to bed at 7, up by 3 a.m. schedule. Yeah. Apparently, it's like, I got to get my life together because this nigga is like doing more, in 16 hours a day than anybody like on earth. Like, it's crazy.
Real shit.
And the larger point is just like Kevin Hart is taking advantage of his proximity to success. And me and you were talking about it, like at dinner the other night about, Kev talking about, different people and, they reach certain benchmarks and then I got to keep going. And then then they crush that benchmark. I got to keep going. And it's like that sort of thing, like with Kevin Hart, where it's like, yo, he's around Jay-Z. He's around Mark Wahlberg. He's around, various billionaires, Michael Rubin, stuff like that. And he just takes different influence from all of these people and makes it his own. He's around The Rock, another person worth $800 million. And he just takes all these different elements of, great personality traits and work ethic and ideas and innovation, and he just does the shit. And he lets his success speak for itself. He bubbles quietly and just show up with something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I respect it because once I hit my benchmark, I'm sitting on the bench. Yeah, I'm sitting on the bench. I'm not getting off of this motherfucker.
Yeah, it's like for anybody to be in a position to make $800 million. That trickles down. When you are the head of the snake and you make 800, that trickles down where this person got 5, this person got 20, this person got 25, this person got 50. Like, that success trickles down to everybody around you. And when you're a vehicle like Kevin Hart, the most admirable part of it is that your success allows other people to be successful and get out their dreams. And that's what I admire the most. The same way with somebody like Jay-Z, same way with somebody like Drake, where it's like, their success pours into everyone around them. And, all three of them have in common self-contained units. Their close friends and family are helping them to do what they doing and running their business and all of that. And the reason why they so successful is because those people are solely focused on Jay-Z Industries, on Drake Industries, on Kevin Hart Industries. And it's like, if this nigga's about to be a billionaire and then a 5 billionaire, then a deca billionaire, what do I need to go work with somebody else for?
Right.
Like, what do I need to take on 10 management clients for when none of them are going to make what he's going to make?
No.
It's dumb. It's wasted effort. It's wasted energy. Let's just work on this shit.
Right.
The same way JP said when he was working at Translation, they got an assignment to start working on the United Masters stuff. It's like if Steve Stout just got $150 million in Series B funding from Apple for United Masters. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, when you got a figurehead and a leader that's really a fearless leader that knows everything, that's going to forge ahead, that's going to have the great ideas and have the team in place to do the execution, why would you do anything else but just be with that motherfucker?
Exactly.
There's no reason to.
Yeah. A machine.
A machine.
That's a real machine.
Yes.
Yeah.
A fully oiled machine.
Fully oiled. We not stopping this motherfucker.
And he said it, on the Pivot podcast, where he was just like, yo, I come up with a project. I want Rock to be a part of it. I tell him, hey, we could co-produce this, or you could take a fee or whatever, or he got something he producing. I could co-produce it, or I could just take a fee or whatever. It's like, we work it out. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, when you get that successful, you understand that success is abundant and it flows freely. And that same thing goes for money. And it's just like, yo, being unafraid to just take risks and take chances and just always be focused on doing the next thing is beyond commendable to me.
For real. That's real shit.
Like, and he's a super duper inspiration. Then you hear him talk, and it's just like, damn. And he admittedly is like, I'm not the smartest guy, I'm not the most talented guy, but I work my ass off. Like, and I understand what I understand, and I got people in place to take care of what I don't know, what I don't understand. To troubleshoot things for me to where it's like, if we run into something, I got a guy for that, or I got a woman for that, whatever the case may be. And Kevin Hart is amazing, man. Like, he's killing shit.
Yeah, it's funny you just mentioned him, Jay-Z, and Drake, and the people around them and how their success kind of trickles down into the other people. I'm reading this shit the other day about Drake where it's like, yo, Drake just became the first artist to have 100 top 20 records.
Yes.
Like, top 20.
Top 20.
On the Billboard Hot 100. First artist to have 100 records in the top 20. And simultaneously became the first artist to have 20 records in the top 5. And he made a post about it. It was like, okay, I hit my benchmarks. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, crush my benchmarks.
Hit my numbers. Now, we need this Bitcoin shit to get back. Yeah. And I sat there and I thought about it the other day where when you look at, like you said, your success directly trickles down to everyone else around you, where I can name about 15 to 20 prominent, like headlining acts where their biggest record is the record they got with Drake. Yeah. And that says
these are big dogs.
That says a lot. Like Jay at his height, where it's like, I'm gonna be the catalyst to like everything that's popping. Like where Mariah's a big dog and Fantasy goes number 6, and then this song can go that, but it's like you hop on Heartbreaker with Mariah and that's a number one record. Like shit like that says, like, think about that. Heartbreaker with Jay was a number 1, Fantasy was a number 6. You know what I mean? And you look at these artists like Rick Ross. Rick Ross is a legendary, prolific, $100 million rapper.
Has one of the best catalogs of anybody.
His biggest record is a Drake song, Lemon Pepper Freestyle. That's the highest Ross has ever been on the charts. Yeah. You look at Travis Scott, who has his own fest. Travis Scott killed 10 people at a fest and is still performing live. Yes. People still pulling up.
Just broke the damn merch record in London. He had so many people there that was not only there to see the show, but to buy product.
He did $1 million in merch in a day. Yeah.
Broke the damn record for, what is it, O2 Arena?
Yeah. Jay Petty.
Oh, Jay Petty, we waiting on that.
Yeah, I was just really. Jay, we ain't putting no names out there, but Jay Petty, we waiting on that trap merch if you could, please. You know what I'm saying? Like, Travis Scott's biggest charting record is Sicko Mode. Yeah. That's a diamond record.
It's like 36 times platinum or something.
That's a diamond record with Drake.
Worldwide, it's like 36 times.
Seriously.
Like, no, I'm not exaggerating.
No bullshit.
Like how Gasolina is like 69 times platinum. Sicko Mode is like 36, 39 times platinum.
Like,
look it up.
Meek Mill's biggest record charting-wise is Going Bad.
7 times platinum in the United States.
With Drake. Future is art. This is how crazy the Drake shit is. We clearly have Drake at number 1 for this generation, right? Future's probably number 2.
Yeah.
I would imagine, right? Mm-hmm. Do you know what Future's 3 biggest records are? He has a number 2 record. His only number 2 is Life is Good.
Diamond
with Drake. He has 2 number 1 records. Do you know what they are?
Wait for You.
Wait for You with Drake and Tim's.
And Way Too Sexy.
Way Too Sexy with Drake.
Which both will eventually go diamond.
Think about that for a second. The second biggest nigga of this generation who has a baseball contract, who has 10 number 1 records, his 3 biggest charting songs are with the nigga who's in first place.
Yeah.
Like, Drake, at this point, it just, you look at Block Boy JB. Block Boy JB gonna eat off that song for the next 8 years.
Yep. Drake and Tay Keith just in the studio cooking up records for Drake, whatever. He's like, oh, we should get this to Block Boy JB. Calls Block Boy JB, yo, put a verse on this. Then he's like, all right, cool. So what you doing with it? Blah, blah, blah. It's gonna be on your album, mixtape. What you gonna do? A single? He's like, oh, no, that's yours. Just keep it. Mm-hmm. Excuse me?
Young Blue was about to get a $100,000 contract.
He was about to sign a second $100,000 contract.
A contract. Think about it. Young Blue was about to sign a contract for $100,000. Got Drake to hop on that motherfucking remix. Young Blue signed a deal for $9 million.
Yes. he said in the immediate wake of that record coming out, he was doing $1 million a month in revenue. Mm-hmm. Yeah. From whatever little chitlin circuit, this and that, to $1 million a month. Like that. Yeah. Because Drake heard the record and liked it, and Boogie Cousins was like, yo, you should do this record. And then he just did it, and then it's the biggest record of Young Blue's career.
Yeah. Yeah. Machine.
Not to mention the McConans and this guy, and that, like, it's just too much stuff, man.
Unreal. 100 top 20s is nuts. Like, most artists get a top 20 record and live off of it. Yeah. Like, that's the catalyst to their career. Think about people who have a top 20 record and what they do with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at swag surfing. You know what I mean? Like, that just, you know, you get a top 20 record, that's your joint. You know what I mean? So it's kind of crazy to see it. Like we say, these machines, you know what we need to do? We need to get Drake on this podcast. Right. It's a wrap. I would imagine shit would get real good after that.
Just to even, like, as big as Drink Champs is, just the thought of people thinking that Drake was coming on the podcast boosted their viewership for like 6 months. Mm-hmm. It's like, oh, which one is it going to be? He might just pop up on one of these Jones. When you drop in a Drake Jones. Yeah. There is no Drake Jones. They just had dinner. Yeah. there is no Drake Jones. Yeah. It would have came out already. Yeah.
Just had some chicken. Right. You know what I'm saying? Oh, speaking of chicken, how'd you feel about Perla the other night?
Oh, my God. A+.
Yo.
A+. I want to go back.
Yo.
I want to go back immediately. It was amazing.
I posted the pictures, videos on my timeline or whatever. We went to Perla. It's
Filipino.
Filipino. I was about to say what was the word I was about to say? Peruvian. Oh, but no, it's Filipino. We went to a
wrong direction.
Yeah, wrong area.
Wrong hemisphere.
Yeah, we went to a Filipino restaurant the other day called Perla. And it's a traditional Filipino restaurant where they put like banana leaves and shit on the table, and they put the food on it and you eat family style, like with your hands, or you can ask for forks like we all did. Yeah. And the flavor, I knew it was gonna be good because we had the Filipino girl who did the dinner we had on the roof. Okay. And that shit was amazing. I knew it was gonna be good. Yeah. I didn't think it was gonna be that fucking good. It was
amazing, yeah.
Like it was honestly like the best original flavor food I've had in like a while. Yeah.
Philly's food culture is off the charts.
Off the charts, yo.
And in that neighborhood down in East Passyunk, 2 of the top 5 rated restaurants in Philadelphia are both right there. Yeah. And we were out till like 1:30 in the morning or whatever. It's no crime. It's no nonsense. It's no lurking. No. There's no none of that. Like, you don't even feel like you in Philly when you down there. Yeah. That's how just smooth and dope the area was.
Shout out to Dunbar. Dunbar has a motor that none of us have.
Oh, man, he don't stop.
Nah, Dunbar has a motor, man. Like, we are all like keeling over. And Dunbar's like, yeah, where we going to next?
Yeah, what's after this?
What's after this?
We could go to this spot, and then we could leave there, and then we go to this spot. Then it's another little spot. I go there sometimes to get tacos.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody who was at dinner, man. We had a good time there. The food, like I said, was that. I've had a lot of rotisserie chicken in my life. That chicken was unbelievable. I don't know what the hell they did to it.
You don't expect it from this little small place. Like, you walk in and it's not a very like imposing place. It's not big and
none of that.
All this accoutrement
like Cheesecake Factory
or Barclay or none of that shit. It's just this little small place.
Do you remember that thread years ago where the dude was breaking down the decor of Cheesecake Factory? Oh my God, that was one of the greatest threads in Twitter history. Yes. I deactivated my Twitter too, by the way.
I tried to tag you. I haven't noticed that.
I've had enough of Twitter, man.
Getting down to 31 people you was following wasn't good enough.
No. Still was seeing too much. Like, it just...
It's a miserable app.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put a post up. They show you everybody but the people you following.
It's
on everything now they do that. Like literally on everything they do that. But Twitter now has just gotten to the point where the thoughts aren't even like creative or original the way they used to be. It's just like mess.
And it's just people that are lurking, waiting to jump on you for saying some shit that they think they don't like.
Right.
Like
Right.
shit that they don't even come in contact with on a day-to-day basis. Like Kevin Hart said it best. He's like, man, you say some dumb shit on Twitter and people cooking you, whatever, you go walking around in life thinking that people are judging you.
You're still getting cooked.
You think you still getting cooked. And he's just like, it's like, you see my post on Twitter, you're like, your post? Like, oh, never mind, my bad. Right. It's like that sort of thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just a very annoying brain dead act. I hate it. But
I peeped it the other day. I'm like, yo, like, I mean, like from the word go, like the morning starts and it's just, y'all are beefing, y'all are arguing, y'all are dissing each other, y'all are trying to expose each. It just.
Motherfuckers are still having Twitter meetups to rumble. Like y'all are crazy. Like Philly is using Twitter for all the wrong reasons.
Drop your location.
Yeah, where you at, nigga?
And it's so crazy because
fuck you up real fast.
I had so many people when I posted the shit on my story today about the whole Bed Bath Beyond thing, and it was just like I was like, yo, I seen this shit on Reddit, and it's just like, yo, if you really will like use these apps for like something other than bullshit, you can. So we can talk about that. Last week on the podcast, I jokingly remember I was like, I bought Bed Bath & Beyond stock because I was like, I got to go to Bed Bath & Beyond. Let me buy some stock. I was like being funny about the shit. But then I'm on Reddit and I'm looking at this stock shit and it made me go to Market Watch and it was like, yo, expected surge in Bed Bath & Beyond stock behind Reddit writers and this, that, and the third. And I'm going, deeper and deeper into the rabbit hole and they just like, yeah, Bed Bath & Beyond, Bed Bath & Beyond. And I'm jokingly like, I should put everything on this joint.
Put the house on it.
What we saw with AMC and GameStop. So I'm just like, yeah, I should do that. I wound up I had a couple $100 in my Cash App. I wound up buying some Bed Bath & Beyond stock. Then you sent me some bread. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to put that shit on the shit too. Fuck it. If it go left, I can just monitor this shit. Get the hell out of there. Yeah. This shit yesterday, crazy because just so much was going on yesterday. I didn't even like worry about the shit. I didn't look. I wound up seeing the article late last night like, 22% rise in Bed Bath & Beyond stock has market going crazy. So I'm just like, wait, what? So I'm like, I see it and I see the money. I'm like, oh shit, okay, like bet. Yeah. Then I got up this morning and I'm looking at it and I'm no bullshit. I'm talking about as I'm watching it live. That shit literally, it started today as the biggest daily mover already. Okay. It was like plus 9% for the day. That shit went 9%, 10.8%, 12%, 14%, 19. It jumped from 14 to 19. And I'm just like, wait, what the fuck? Then it went to 21. Then it went to 23. Then it went to 25. And I'm just like, that's when I started texting. I'm like, yo, this shit is at 25% for the day.
Yeah, and on the forum, they was telling you cash out at 40. If it hit 40%,
it said if it hit 30 to cash the fuck out. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, yo, this is fucking nuts. So now Dan's going back and forth with me and John like, yeah, yo, that shit really is fucking moving. It goes to 35%. It goes to 39%. It goes to 40. I'm just like, all right, what the fuck? I'm literally set my joint up to like cash out because I'm like, yo, I've really made money on this shit. And something was just like, no, don't.
Let it ride.
That shit went to 44, 45, 48, 51, 53. I'm like, all right, this feels illegal. Yeah. Like this don't feel.
The SEC is gonna come.
Yeah, this don't feel right. Bro, do you know what that shit maxed out at today?
77%.
77.8% move in the fucking joint today alone. Over 100% total gain in literally 24 hours. To the point where they put a halt on that shit. Like, you couldn't even move. You couldn't sell. You couldn't buy. None of that shit. And people was hitting me like, yo, I'm trying to get on it. I'm like, yo, they got a halt on it right now. When the shit came out of the halt, I wound up selling. I got rid of it at 76. And, shout
out Dr. J.
Yeah, shout out Dr. J. Yeah. And it was pretty decent. And it was like, yo, this was, I got it. This was literally off of me being on Reddit, you know what I'm saying? Not being messy, not worrying about, setting nobody up or doing no crazy shit. And,
made a bankroll.
I didn't make what I should have made because I should have put the whole joint. But it's like that IPO you told me about. Like, I've started looking into those joints. Didn't you say something had like a crazy spike after an IPO? What was that? You remember?
I forget what it was.
But you said the shares was like $7 or some crazy shit. And they went up to like 2,500. Fucking nuts.
And it was like
man.
some Chinese company or something like that.
It's another IPO I'm looking at. I'll show it to you. But yeah, man, you really be surprised what you can accomplish on these social media apps if you just don't be like full of bullshit.
Yeah. Reddit is by far the most resourceful app
That y'all use wrong every day.
You can get so much done. You can learn how to bake the best cake of all time. You can learn how to print a 3D silencer for the Glock. Like you could get all the Liz Cambridge smut that you're looking for, like all in the same place. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Bed Bath & Beyond is still up 29% today, and this is after all of that bullshit that went on today. Yeah,
Sheesh.
yeah, crazy, right? A 29% jump, and this is after the nonsense. So realistically, if you just put a dime on that this morning, you're still up fucking $3,000. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Crazy.
If you somehow, some way missed the cash out spot, you're still up 3,000.
Yeah.
That's a
But
good
realistically, you put a dime in that joint yesterday, you over 20 today. There was just so much movement in the shit. And it's just like, yo, I think it's crazy that the people on Reddit can marginalize and get this done. This is the third time they've done this shit.
Yeah.
Seriously. And they take the most random of companies, like we were saying. Yeah, nah, we to Office Max, nigga. Yeah, Circuit City, nigga. We about to run this showing up today. They just be on nothing. Y'all remember Atonics?
Yeah. H.H. Gregg.
Yeah.
Get ready. Lace your boots. They tried to do the same thing with Dogecoin. It just didn't work. It worked in a vacuum. It worked for a short amount of time.
Are you still a believer?
I've been got out of
Okay,
that shit.
and the Bitcoin. I mean the crypto.
I'm scared. Here's the thing. Right now is the time to buy because all of this shit is going to make a surge because it's not going nowhere. But you got regulatory markets, and then you got the scammer effect of people doing pump and dumps. That's kind of messing it up. That's why I want to get my bro TJ up here to talk about like the whole crypto everything. That motherfucker's like a super crypto expert, man. Crypto, NFTs, everything. He's gonna help us NFT the what's the name, the Taurus stuff that we gonna put out. Also, we probably gonna put that out in September sometime.
In the last year, Bitcoin has gone down 48%. So it's definitely down. All time, it was 180,000% that it went from the beginning to the highest point. 180,000%.
Yeah.
What? Oh, yeah, you could get a Bitcoin for like $4.
Yeah. So think about if you somebody like Ben Baller that has,
I think he said he had
in the hundreds.
Yeah.
I hate this talk.
Hey, what talk?
The Bitcoin talk.
Yeah, I lost $4 million in Bitcoin.
You want to explain that?
Yeah, when I first came home,
Because you can't just say that. You think we about to go back to the regular.
No, I first came.
This is the rest of the show.
Yeah, so
I
no,
came home-
volume 3 was not, it don't work like that.
No, I came home from jail 2010. I tried to reindulge in some niggly things.
Uh-huh.
And everywhere I went online, you got to have Bitcoin. Bitcoin. So after like a month of me researching how to buy Bitcoin, the minimum buy-in was $100. So I bought $100 of Bitcoin, went on the dark web, spent $30. I had $70 left. Never touched it because I never knew how to get the $70 back. Mm-hmm. Fast forward, 5 years later, Bitcoin had a craze. It went up to $10,000 of Bitcoin. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh shit, I got $70 worth of Bitcoin. I had 68 Bitcoins because back when I bought the Bitcoin was like bird shit. Yeah, it was like 98 cents a Bitcoin.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man, I'm going a year and a half trying to find my password to the wallet and all that shit. Don't find it. It went up to 40,000. I went back looking again. Got an old computer, found a screenshot of my login and password, go on the website. This website's been seized by the FBI.
Damn.
The owner of the website laundered like it was like $10 billion. So I couldn't cash out.
You know what pain is?
68 Bitcoins at 40,000 of Bitcoin.
I didn't mean to laugh. This nigga's an idiot. You know what pain is?
That was pain.
That's pain.
Dan is really Dan. You know that white nigga on that beer, the most amazing man.
Yeah,
Like, yo, Dan really done did everything.
Dan is early on everything.
Too early.
Too early.
Reason why I don't drink Gran Camino, but that's another comment. That's for Patreon.
Right.
That's for Patreon.
This motherfucker has 60 Bitcoins.
68.
68 Bitcoin.
Yeah, life-altering money.
Life-altering.
We're on a boat right now.
Boats and hoes.
Thank y'all for coming out tonight, man. We in this episode. God damn, dude.
Yeah, it's all bad.
I cried. I lived real tears.
Damn. I saw the one guy who can't get in his wallet. He got like 200 mil.
Got a password-protected hard drive with like 200 mil in Bitcoin.
Yeah, he got two. They
Said
got
he's like 2 or 3
tries
tries left, and he don't want to use them. He said he's made peace with it and all that shit. I'm just like, and
Another guy in Australia threw his hard drive in the landfill because he threw it in the trash, and the trash was in the landfill. I want to say 100 million in Bitcoins. He offered companies 20 million if they can get it, but the country won't let the diggers go in there and look for it.
damn.
Whew. I'm ready to take a nap.
Yeah. What y'all about to do?
Jeez Louise.
I'm about to go lay in damn bed. Like, y'all, let me just holler at me later on. Lock the door behind you. Like,
Vic, bring the tequila.
hey man, pour me a shot of Casamigos, man. Since we dang. 68 Bitcoin.
68 Bitcoins.
For $1 a coin, damn near.
Yeah.
Damn. But yeah, I was reading the journal. It was like, yo, Bitcoin was literally nothing.
It was nothing.
It was nothing.
And people was telling motherfuckers like, no, I'm telling you, this is the future. This is it. Like, get in now. And that's why everybody was so all in on Doge, because it was like, yo, like it's
Like, this gonna be the next one.
It's the next one. It wasn't strong enough. It didn't have enough base to begin with. You know what I'm saying? And it was a meme coin. So it was just like, but Bitcoin, whereas it's like it's like the basis. You know what I'm saying? Bitcoin and Ethereum are the basis of pretty much, the whole goddamn blockchain.
Damn.
Yeah, so we got to do that crypto episode.
It's like you got to be ahead of the pump and dump. Like you got to find out when niggas gonna do the pump and dump. Put a larger sum in there. And when it's time to dump, you dump with them.
Yep, be ready. And the thing is with with cryptocurrency, because it's so new and it's still, they developing the regulations and all of that, it ain't like the stock market where you can set a limit sell and just forget about it. You know what I'm saying? You can set a limit sell 90 days out on the stock, like, yo, it hit this number, it's just gonna trigger the sell and it's done. Mm-hmm. You can't do that with crypto. You gotta be physically there on the app or whatever in the wallet to cash the shit out.
Yeah, see, with regular stock, you can like set it.
Yeah.
Like, I can go in there and be like, yo, sell this shit Thursday morning.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got some shit to do. I ain't about to come sell this shit at 9 o'clock Thursday morning. Like, damn. Then you got to be early on some more. But Dan is always early
Perpetually
on shit.
early.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You was early on, what was the last joint? You was the apartment, the pay your rent joint.
Paying your rent on through the app. I went to some investors for that. Oh no, nobody pays their rent like that. 6 months later, the pandemic hit. That's the only way you can pay your rent. The only other company that did it, last evaluation was $45 million. Company worth close to $500 million.
And the people he went to have the money.
Have the money.
It's not, and it wasn't a lot of money. It was like $100,000.
Shout out to Cousin Nee, because anything I think of, he just gets on the phone and call people. Mm-hmm. On the blind. I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what the fuck it is, but you big Dan, I believe in you. And he puts the phone calls in, no matter what.
Yep. The person on the other side of the phone call didn't get it.
Didn't get it.
Damn.
And didn't even do the due diligence to go to somebody that might get it and be like, hey, somebody just presented this to me. How did it sound to you? He just shut the shit down.
Shit, that's like Gary Vee said he had a chance to get into an Uber 3 times.
3 times.
Yeah.
He said the last time was like $45,000. He said the guy was like one of my best friends in my whole life. He said I got a $30 million a year company. Why the fuck wouldn't I just give him the money? Even if it loses, who cares? It's $45,000.
Yeah.
Like that sort of thing.
That's the shit we gotta like change our mindset from when it comes to like, no, that shit is real, yo. Yeah. Like you get to being around the right people. Like, yo, if your peoples come to you and ask for something, just give it to them. Like, like it's just
yeah.
Like he said, even if I lose it, like, dog, you my mans and you believe in this shit, yo, here.
It's not Tamika's hairnet and pressing curls.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is like a real, some transformative shit.
Yeah. I just had that conversation with Chad because I had opportunity to manage PNB Rock, and I did the same shit. And I don't know what the fuck they seen. I'm not, fuck that shit.
And listen.
But Bam is my man. I should just get, it wasn't even, it was clothes and studio money. Shit, I'm a trick on the bitch. I should just be like, here.
Same shit happened with a real prominent artist in Philly. You know, like real shit. Like had a chance to get in and just don't understand. Like that's real. And it's not that it's like you don't understand it. It's just that if you're laser focused on one thing or some, you know, it's hard to like, that's why you got to shout out Kevin and War. The fact that y'all got this shit going on and are willing to try to like, you know, because I listen, I'm suing somebody today. I don't know what y'all niggas, this podcast cool and shit. You know, y'all be funny on my little ride to work, but like, nah, that shit is real, man. Damn.
Yeah, because sometimes you got to just, you know, and that's not even giving 100% everything. Sometimes you just got to give the money and just forget about it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, nigga give you money on Monday, Thursday, he calling you to check up. Yeah, how we looking?
Yeah, what we looking like?
What's going on? Nigga, I didn't even get the shit yet.
Yeah.
Like, we have nothing, and we got a concept in your money in a bank account.
What them Bitcoins doing? Like, what them Bitcoins doing? Damn, Daniel.
And them same people will give their money to like a completely less worthy cause, and that's the frustrating part about it. Yeah. Niggas putting hood bitches on PJs and just doing stupid ass shit, and it's just like, bro, like 3 PJ flights, you could have did the damn investment, and we could have all been, you know, on the beach some goddamn where in the Maldives.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
Wild times.
This pie got real somber.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's laugh a little bit. Yeah, really. Dodge is getting ready to discontinue the Charger and the Challenger
In 2023. Yeah.
Man.
So you know what that means.
The scat packs that are out there are going to be worth more than yours.
Exactly.
In a little bit. Shout out Kev.
For Dodge is introducing 2022 model year what's called a jailbreak.
Yeah.
Which is a step above the Hellcat. It is 800.
Actually, a step above the Demon.
Yeah, it's 807 horsepower.
900.
907 horsepower.
Because the Demon was 8 something.
Yeah. No normal human being with a regular driver's license whose last name is not Earnhardt or Gordon should be operating a 900 plus horsepower vehicle. Because as we've seen with these scat packs and these Hellcats, wrapping it around a pole and killing 19 people is an inevitability. Because when you know you have this much power under your hood, you're at some point, even the most responsible driver is going to test the shit out. They're going to see, can I handle all of this at max speed?
The problem with the cars is they got all this horsepower and they're tuned a little bit, but it's not like a Z06 Corvette.
It's not a real super performance car.
So it's a big ass 5,000 pound
heavy
boat.
ass boat.
And you know, you got these people, let's just call it what it is. I personally don't like these niggas. I don't like Charger and Hulk and
Mopar niggas.
I don't like them. You're not a trained driver. You just a nigga in a loud car. The other day on 52nd Street, we was out there, and I mean like every 30 seconds, I mean like motherfucker stop, get his food, and get back in the car, and just, you know, Barb's is maybe like 50 feet from the red light. From Barb's to the red, to the red light. And it's like, yo, why, yo?
Not even understanding that's how you ruin your transmission.
Dog, just destroying the tranny in that, just tearing it the fuck up. You be surprised how many motherfuckers go get these loud ass cars, don't know how to drive a stick, don't know anything about downshifting, don't know any of this fucking shit, and just outside in these loud ass machines. 3 in the morning. Some nigga in my complex, 3 in the morning, coming through the parking lot.
It's all car like Kev fault.
Dog.
What Quilly say? He said, your nut ass boyfriend out there in the Hellcat waking up all the neighbors. Quilly come through quiet in a Tesla.
Yo, my man the other day was like, yeah, man, I'm gonna get me a SRT Durango. And I'm like, why, yo? He's like, what you mean? That joint punch. And I'm like, it's a souped up minivan. Like, like, why do you want that? It's just a dumb
It's a
idea.
Chrysler Pacifica with a boat motor.
You got a souped up town and country. Why do you want that? There's so many other
For a Bean 25.
For a Bean 20. You can go get you a nice ass M3, a M5, all white cherry though, like Styles say. Like, why do you want a souped up Windstar? This is just weird.
Go get you a nice RS7.
Dog. The RS7 is nice.
That's what I want, man. Badly.
I was saying the other day I would do an M5. Like I've always,
M5 is stupid.
I always loved the M5s. But it's just like, yeah, like that. I never really was a big fan of them. And then once you get in it and drive it, you get in there and you just like, man, it's just.
That's it, huh?
It's a Charger.
It's a Dodge.
It's a Charger, huh? Like,
Oh, so Daimler really took the partnership away. Okay.
yeah. It's
Ain't
just
nothing nice in this shit.
yeah, it's just a Charger.
And that's the reason why I could never justify buying none of them Jones, because it's like you get in it and you in a Dodge. Like,
It just they're annoying and just it's funny because my man had a Charger and he was like, yo, I know bullshit. I was getting pulled over 2-3 times a weekend.
yeah, it's a pullover machine.
Yeah, I didn't even realize, but I went and looked it up. Apparently, Dodge Chargers are like the most pulled over
Yes.
cars in the country.
Straight pullover machine.
Like you doing something wrong in this joint.
Yeah, I know you got 4 guns in here. With bodies on them. You have to, because why are you driving this car? No normal, regular citizen is driving this joint.
Yeah. No regular citizen is driving a white SRT Charger with
Red rally stripes down the fucking middle.
Dog, they're ridiculous, man. I be telling Jules, he love them Jones. I be like, no, man.
Yeah,
like,
Jules had the SRT 10, the pickup, right?
the Hulk Hogan joint, yeah. That now
Viper pickup.
Now that had a Viper engine in it, which the engine is more fucking expensive than the whole goddamn line. So it's like I can understand getting the Viper engine truck, but it's like the Chargers and the like even the Demons in this new joint, that it's just like not trying to be funny. The LaFerrari has 960 horses in it.
But it's a Ferrari.
But it's a LaFerrari. It's like, why do you want 900 horses in the Challenger?
On a fucking $18,000 chassis.
Yeah. With itchy seats.
Right. With a B stitched in the motherfucker. It's dumb, yo.
I remember seeing somebody had like the prom rentals and shit, and I was looking at the prices for that shit, and that shit was like Dodge Scat Pack 392, $550 for the evening, Porsche Panamera 475. I'm like, wait, what's going on? I was like, wait, what's going on?
I gotta upcharge because I know you're gonna dick this shit out.
Yeah, I know you're gonna get this shit up to 80 going backwards.
So
Nigga driving like Puff and
I gotta
hypnotized.
charge you an inconvenience charge. So I'm gonna have to explain to my insurance company what the fuck happened.
It was a nigga in Carolina when we went down there. I was going to rent a SRT Durango just because I never driven one.
Yeah.
And he had in the joint, when he rents it to you, he does a tire tread check.
Oh shit.
When he rent it to you. And it was like, yeah, if that shit go below what you got to buy all new tires for the joint, part of the contract. Yeah. Because he's like, he said in the joint, he's like, yo, I've bought 5 sets of tires in this joint.
Yeah,
Rent it
niggas
out.
doing burnout.
Yeah, from leaving.
Yeah, big timers.
Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate you. Crazy. But yeah, they bringing it to an end because apparently they're transitioning into electric vehicles.
Yeah, there's an EPA.
I don't know how that's going to work.
There's an EPA mandate by 2035. I think all your vehicles in your fleet, if you operate in the United States of America, got to be an average miles per gallon of 35 plus. So in order to do that, yes. So they've been talking about this for years, even back to when I worked for Enterprise. They've been talking about this for years, and now they finally have put it into play because our reliance on fossil fuels is just dumb. Like it's too much, it's dumb, and we have to start, transitioning. And at this point, man, it's like, those far and few between those vehicles that that command that super large horsepower and them super low miles per gallon, them Jones is out of here because they got to have a blended average among the whole fleet. So it's like, yeah, you got the motherfucking the new Neon or whatever the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? You got that, but then you got these 8 gas guzzles at the top of your price point. We gotta bring that shit down.
How do you feel about the electric car shit? Do you like it?
I like it. I'm a big fan of the Teslas. I really like that Ford Mustang crossover that they did.
Oh yeah, the GT Mach.
GT Mach.
That
Shit is fire. Super nice.
Lee
interior,
actually we was going back and forth about it. She was like, "Do I want an electric John?" But and she went with the M4, but the X4. But the Mustang John is really nice.
Super nice. I'm really feeling the Tesla Model X.
The truck, the van.
Yeah, I like the X and the Y. I like both of them. The Y is a little bit less expensive.
I like the big cars. At the Model R?
S.
Oh, okay. S or whatever.
Yeah, the Model S, but then they got all these different iterations of it.
On that show I'll be watching, Counting Cars, the rocker, I can't think of his name right now, it'll come to me, but he had a Tesla that they souped up for him. So they put like special rims, did all this. It was nice as shit. Them Jones is good. I think Step that I was in Dubai with, he just bought a Tesla. I think
Porsche Taycan is nice too.
Yeah, that jump fast, motherfucker too. Yeah.
Super nice. Because you see it, and at first you're like, is that a Panamera? I'm like, that's not a Panamera.
No.
Then you get up on, you're like, oh shit. Them Jones are beautiful.
Yeah, they nice.
They super nice.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm fully ready to go fully electric. You know what I'm saying?
Because I mean, it's a reliance. Like, you gotta really be on that shit. It's like, it's similar to gas, but you gotta be at a charging station, and that shit takes real commitment. So you gotta sit them Jones overnight on chargers sometimes, and all of that. You get XYZ amount of mileage from cutting the car.
You be having to like. If you do it at home, you got to get the box installed on it. They said if you plug it up to a regular like socket and plug
it's
it
gonna blow the shit.
No, it'll do it, but they said you only get, I think, 3 miles per hour. Like if you put it on like a regular wall charger and run it out the house to your joint, it'll only give you 3 miles every hour. So if you leave it on there for 10 hours, you're only going to be able to go 30 miles.
Oh, hell no.
So I'm just like, you got to get like the box installed where they change the current.
But you see there's these Tesla parks popping up everywhere. There's one up in KOP behind the Wendy's. There's one down in South Philly behind that new Wawa.
A lot of the Wawas now in nicer neighborhoods, not like the ghetto Wawas, like Bartram Ave and all that shit, but like real good Wawa. Oh, I'm damn near got in a fight in Wawa the other night. Bartram.
Really?
Yeah, but the bitch behind the counter and shit tried to say I was stealing the steak, cheesesteak. I'm just... Oh, me Jules in that joke tweaking. Yo, she like really like hid the steak from me. Like wouldn't put it up on the shelf on the counter. She's like, you got paid. I'm like, I did pay for it. I'm like, fuck, like, and it was something with the system just wasn't registering the shit as paid. And I went back and forth like a bunch of times. And the white lady, anybody been to Bartram Ave, the little white lady with all the piercing, she's evil as shit. And she was just really, really going back and forth with me. And I'm like, miss, there's so much other better stuff to steal in this Wawa than this fake cheesesteak at 2 in the morning. Can you please just give me my fucking sandwich?
This fucking seitan steak I'm
no. It was ridiculous, man. And Jules just standing there eating pretzels, like laughing at the shit. I'm like, oh, this shit not funny. Nigga ate like 5 pretzels just standing there laughing while we was dealing with this shit. I hate that fucking Wawa, man. I hate all Wawas. You was right.
That's why I don't eat at Wawa.
Yeah, Wawa is just, ugh.
Anything they gotta prepare, I don't want it.
Remember when Wawa was actually good?
That shit was cuisine at one point.
Yo.
That was mass produced.
I can remember going to Wawa to get hoagies. Like this is when my mom was alive. And like my mom was like, "Oh, let's go get a hoagie from Wawa." Like, all right, you would be hyped. Like a Wawa hoagie was like good.
And they got that slimy ass.
That
back alley
slimy
turkey.
ass turkey.
That shit cat meat.
Yeah. They take it off of the white that
paper,
that steakum paper.
Like, what is this?
And they just lay it on the sandwich. 5 thick ass slices of turkey on top of each other.
Nobody supposed to be eating that thick ass lunch meat, man.
No, not like that, man. Not like that. The everything has just fallen apart in Wawa. Yep. Everything.
I refuse. I don't get nothing out of Wawa except water, canned sodas, and candy.
Yeah. The pretzels are still good.
Oh, the pretzels are excellent.
If you can get them early, they're still good.
Pretzels are excellent.
They be stale by 1 in the afternoon now. You know what I'm saying?
Like, when did y'all bring these? 3 a.m.
Yeah. Rod know the schedule down at the Rod be like, yeah, I be there when the truck comes. You gotta get them Jones fresh. But all in all, Dodge is about to fuck up a lot of niggas.
About to crush a lot of hood niggas' dreams. Yeah, because that damn jailbreak about to be $227,000.
Oh yeah.
They're like 93 to 97 MSRP. They about to be $227,000.
Like, damn, should I buy a house or this Charger? It's a tough decision.
Should I buy a house and 2 cars in North Carolina or buy this Charger?
That's where we at?
Yes. We're in the upside down at this point.
Yeah, nothing makes sense anymore. You know what I mean? It's all fucking terrible.
The economy seems like it's starting to right-size itself a little bit.
Gas has come down.
Gas has come down significantly. Last 2 times I filled up the Honda, I got to fill it up again. Last 2 times I filled the Honda up, it was like $48 to $49. I'm like, yes.
Yeah, it's coming down.
We ain't quite at it's supposed to be a dub to fill that joint up, but, we probably never going to get back to that. That's okay.
You don't think so?
I hope so, but at this point, it's like, my Civic is, I got 2022 Civic Sport, 4-cylinder, got the little fake supercharger on that joint, whatever the case may be. It's 10 gallons to fill it up from dead ass empty, like with dust in the gas tank, to full reservoir tank, 10 gallons. Supposed to be $20.
Wait, it's only a 10-gallon tank?
10-gallon tank.
Wow.
And the shit gets, I think, like 37 miles per gallon.
Oh, okay. That makes sense then.
Yeah. So every tank, you're talking about like 375 miles, depending on if it's local or highway drive.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty decent then. Yeah, shit. Yeah, because my GS gets, like, when you fill it up, it's like 315 miles to empty.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's about average and shit. I didn't know it did that well on gas, but yeah, that's
super good on gas.
That's terrific.
When I went to buy it, I was looking at Accords. They was like, "You want a Civic?" I said, "Absolutely, absolutely."
Sheesh. My homie, he got a one of the turbo diesel Passats.
Oh yeah.
And it costs a little bit more to fill it up because you're doing diesel, but it's like that shit get like 900 miles to empty and shit when
it's
you
crazy.
fill it up. Yeah, it's crazy.
Like the Blue Tech Mercedes get crazy gas miles like that, and it's a couple I think 3 and 5 series BMWs that they got diesel options.
Yeah. Overseas they got a lot of that shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? All the German motherfuckers got diesel options and shit. But I don't know. I'm not ready for the full electric shit.
Here's the thing. The concept of it, they tried to push this shit back in like 2009, 2010, shit like that. They tried to push it with the Prius and all that. The Prius was getting 50 miles per gallon back then. So I know that's getting 62 now or whatever for the new ones or whatever the case may be. But it's a shit car as far as like how it looks. Aesthetically, it's not a dope car.
Right.
So Tesla kind of got it right in the reins of like, we're going to make stylish electric vehicles. You know what I'm saying? And these joints need no gas. And you got a big ass iPad in the center console. You got autopilot. You got all this different stuff. To where it's like it makes it, amenable to to paying the price point. And gas prices spiking and all that shit. You get a Model 3 Tesla for like $38,000. Like that shit is over with. But the early adopters won on them Jones.
Yeah. I want to do a rest in peace this week. Rest in peace to Teddy Ray, who passed away. Comedian. If you don't know who we talking about, he has the legendary video. But what you doing out here with all that ass, double cheeked up on a Thursday? A lot of people don't know he was talking about a guy.
Yeah.
What he said, but people just wound up using it and shit.
He had another John too, where he was like, yeah. So we had the barbecue, whatever. Everybody's chilling. It's my man coming to me. Don't be looking at my sister. He said, "My nigga, we are good." Like,
yeah, that was the show when they were talking about black people. Yeah, the
cookout. You said you could lay her ass naked on the plate and we gonna grab the ribs. We are good.
We are good, my nigga. Like, don't nobody want her. Like, I'm trying to get some grub, nigga. Like, I'm straight. That was the joke talking about white people and black people, the cookout and how different the motherfucking jokes. He's like, the black cookout. He's like, the white people came to the cookout, was like, okay, we have our burgers and hot dogs. Where are your sides? And she was like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, where all your your pastas? He's like, oh no, black cookout. The sides is the chips. Like, the sides is the chips. Sides is the chips. Shit. Rest in peace, Teddy Ray, man. Funny ass dude. They didn't release the cause of death. They said they found him in a swimming pool though.
Damn.
Yeah.
Bad Joe, man. Young guy, super talented.
Yeah, me and you were having a conversation. Me and Kev had a conversation the other day. We're going to do a separate show. I want to do a separate show about, like, mortality and longevity. Yeah. It's just a couple of conversations we've been having just as getting older and being, black men who don't really take health seriously till it's, like, too late any goddamn way. Like, having that conversation just about everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, that's... as we get older, it's funny because, not funny, but you passed out this past week, and then I had a situation this past week, and it's just like... Yo, like, you really can be going along cool and then just hit the floor.
Jump on your ass.
Jump on your ass. Yeah. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Yeah. So it's definitely a conversation that needs to be had. I want to do a separate show about that. Might have to get a guest for that.
Yes.
Some type of health. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. No Herbalife niggas.
Yeah, no, definitely no Herbalife niggas. Because they're killing you. Yeah. I had a conversation recently about the shit where it's just like, yeah, I mean, you're going to lose weight. You're drinking 2 milkshakes a day. You can drink 2 McFlurries and then
That's all you eat?
Yeah, he can definitely drop some down. You know what I mean? But yeah, definitely want to get somebody up here to have that conversation. Preferably somebody who wears scrubs and doesn't work at a daycare. You know what I mean? Like, you know, real scrubs with a real badge.
With an actual job.
Yeah. Be able to do that. Yeah. Y'all weird of the week is without a shadow of a doubt.
Oh my goodness.
Has the story come out about how or what went down in the killing of this woman?
Essentially, 17-year-old kid, which now he's suspected, obviously, of killing the young man also, went to his grave site and saw his mother there and killed his mother.
There has to be more to this.
A Texas teen has been charged with killing a woman as she visited her son's gravesite, police said. Christian Lamar West, 17, is being held without bond in the fatal shooting of Yolanda Ngayoje, 52, as she mourned her son Amir on what would have been his 22nd birthday, Killeen police said Saturday. So apparently, her son was already passed.
I actually rode through Killeen. It's near Austin.
Yeah, so she's at her son's gravesite on his birthday. Nigga come to the gravesite and kill the boy mom.
There has to be some more to this.
There has to be some extensive backstory to this. It has to be. But it hasn't come out yet.
Like, op culture has gone too far.
Yeah, we're cooked. And this is why the Philly DA and the Atlanta DA are carrying on the way that they are, because they're sick of y'all shit. And it's like, yo, if Young Thug and Gunna or whatever Philly rapper you like got to go to jail to clean the streets up, then so be it. That's where they at with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like everybody's tired of it because you've seen this rapid uptick in crime everywhere that niggas are.
Yes.
Anywhere niggas are and niggas is rapping and got videographers, niggas is dying at a rapid rate. And people tired of that shit. You can't build a metropolis like Philadelphia with these $1 million condos and all that shit. We was at the Piazza the other day. Piazza got a brand new building I didn't even know about. That shit right there, shit beautiful. Me and Dan looking, I'm like, when they built it where the parking lot used to be. It's a whole new apartment building right there.
What Piazza? Oh, the Piazza.
Yeah, it's a new building behind the Piazza. That's also the Piazza, but it's a new building or whatever. Some look like some shit out of fucking Westworld or whatever the fuck. And it's like, oh yeah, we don't want y'all niggas down here. You know what I'm saying? When the average rent in the city is $1,400, you know what I'm saying? And like, and you know, the average income is like $42,000. Like, y'all niggas gotta go. Y'all making it hard for the everyday person. So, you know, and when you got so many children getting killed, Philadelphia got 1,400 shootings right now.
For the year?
For the year. 1,400 shootings. Chicago has 1.1 million more people than us. They got 1,700. So per capita, we just going hog wild out here. Everybody got sticks.
Yeah.
And when innocent women, when children, when old ladies and old men start getting shot and all of that shit, it's like, oh yeah, it's time to clean the streets up. Trying to start busting niggas upside the head again. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
It's just nasty. And it's like, you know, you got the shit in Atlanta. You got the shit in Jacksonville. You know, certain parts of the Carolinas, like New York City. And the thing is, as bad as New York is, as much as we talk about like the Bronx and Queens and Brooklyn and all that shit, New York don't even compare to Philadelphia as far as the mass of the number of shootings.
Yeah.
Brooklyn is larger than Philadelphia in population.
Yeah.
It has fucking far less shootings. You know what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make any sense. Because all niggas handle all their problems with guns. And don't realize that that's the wrong way to handle it until they upgrade us for the whatever fuck they had doing 30 to life or life plus 25 or some goofy ass shit like that. Like,
yeah, I ain't trying to hear life.
hell no.
Like,
hell no.
I always wonder if people feel like that shit was worth it. And like in that like
You can't. You had to be like a maniac, a serial killer, like on some Kabani Savage shit to think like, oh yeah, this is cool. You know what I'm saying?
talk into the mic. We can't really.
No, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's you would have to be like a serial killer in order to think that shit is cool. Once the judge bang the gavel and you get hit with triple life or something like that, unless you just completely out of your mind, like that's the only way you could justify your actions. Because you threw your whole life away. And you changed the trajectory of several people's lives in the process.
Yeah, I'm more so still stuck on it being like a game to people.
Yo, Philly DA Krasner was on TV last week talking about the indictments and naming all the little crews and this and this and this. And I told a couple people, I said, yo, my favorite part of this game is when they pull the IP addresses on all the people that's running these pages and subpoena them and make them come to court. That's going to be my favorite part of this game. So who sent you to what on what date and da-da-da, and you posted this on your close friends on so-and-so date, and this was so-and-so shooting this person and da-da-da. How'd you get that video and all that? That's going to be my favorite part of this game. Because then it ain't going to be funny no more. It's not going to be keeping score in the game no more when the niggas that's reporting the bullshit get held accountable for it because y'all are fucking spreading crime awareness. Like, it's not like this isn't a no gun zone situation where y'all doing so like as a warning to the community of what's going on. This is a situation where y'all are literally saying, oh, this block is up on this block, and this so-and-so was a real hitter, and he shot so-and-so, and then niggas killed him, and we suspect that it was this person. It's like, well, how do you know all of this? Like, once they start fucking pulling files on motherfuckers like that, like, how do you know all of this shit?
Yeah. There's no way it's going to be able to continue at that.
It's impossible. It's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much. Like, y'all breaking crime records every year.
Yeah.
We got like 400-something carjackings this year.
I think it was more than that when I looked. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you can't, like you. It's not sustainable for a regular standard of living. People getting ran down on white people in a group coming from a restaurant, whatever, on foot, getting robbed by the convention center and shit like that. Niggas hopping out, 4 niggas hopping out with guns. Give me your shit. Like it's not normal. This isn't Gotham City.
Yeah. This is anything.
It's anything.
Yeah.
You have a reasonable standard to go through life and not be accosted by just random criminals, especially in a high end neighborhood, somewhere where the average rent is $27.50 a month. You shouldn't have to worry about it. I
saw a video recently with the what's the guy who got killed in Atlanta at the girl's crib?
My nigga
Trouble. I saw a video of him talking. He was doing an interview, and he was basically saying how like we gotta stop perpetuating the street shit and projecting it on people who wouldn't even be part of this unless they was trying to get the girl, trying to get some love, trying to get some respect. Because he's like, you got niggas out here where it's like, he ain't even a street nigga, but he pick up a gun, and next thing you know, he in the Dollar General talking about everybody on the floor, and it's ain't no money in that motherfucker. Exactly. But he don't know no better because he
sold 19 items a day at $1 to $3 a piece. This is anything. Like, niggas don't even be thinking. Like
we sold 4 air fresheners and 3 them frozen turkey sausages.
and one nigga bought some Armor All products. Like, this is anything.
He said that nigga in Dollar General talking about everybody on the floor. And it's like, man, ain't no money in that motherfucking bed.
Yeah, you're bugging. Yeah. You are bugging.
I saw a video where a dude like ran up in a convenience store with like a fucking M16. And it's just like, what, yo? Like, this is just dumb.
This is the epitome of killing an ant with a sledgehammer. Yeah. That's what this is. Yeah. You are dumb and you deserve jail. And that's the other thing that I want to say before we go. The whole, I don't wish jail on nobody. I wish jail on a lot of these niggas. I want a lot of you niggas to go to jail. Y'all are ridiculous. Y'all are menaces to society. Y'all are disturbing the quality of life for good, regular, everyday citizens. And people are tired of your shit. I'm people. I want you niggas to go to jail.
People.
I want you niggas to go to jail.
Yeah, I think it was either Chris Rock or Patrice O'Neal I was watching. It was like, I think it was Chris Rock. It was like, yeah, man, like, you know, it's fuck the police, but it's like, yo, I own property. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, shit happens to my property. I can't really, like, call the Crips. You know what I'm saying?
Like somebody was telling us a story Sunday about how somebody took somebody's car and was basically just like, I'm gonna give you the money tomorrow, and then just driving the car and just spinning them or whatever. And he's like, yeah, no, you gonna have to do something. You saying you want to jump back through? It's like, man, I ain't no street nigga. I'm calling the police. The car magically reappeared. It's like everybody's not operating, and that's the problem with street niggas. They think everybody's operating on that same perverse set of rules. It's like, no, nigga, I'm gonna call the FBI.
Yeah.
You going to jail, stupid.
Yeah. I'm calling the Secret Service.
You took my property. Yeah. Like, I'm calling the local police, and then I'm calling the Secret Service and the FBI. Yeah. This is stupid. Why do I gotta go through this? Oh man, that bitch ass nigga a rat. I'm not playing your game.
Yeah.
Like,
I got to go to work tomorrow.
yeah.
I don't have time to play this game.
You're impeding on my life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness. This is a constitutional violation. You going to jail, stupid.
You know, there's people who still like mentally are there where it's just like, oh, you know, if something happening, you know, is you a rat? And it's just like, yo, listen, man. Me and you go to do some shit and shit go left and I get picked up for the shit. I broke the law. You know what I'm saying? You kind of just got to eat that. Yeah. But if you tell me we going to Panda Express and we get there and you haul off and be on some bullshit and rob Panda Express.
Shotgun out like Blizzard.
Nigga. Yeah. Yeah, Officer Chad was really, I think he needs help.
You ain't even got to tell on me. You ain't even got to tell on me because we was on 9 cameras before we got the Panda Express, not to mention the joint inside. And they going to show you the video of me robbing this shit and say, so you didn't know he was, man, you supposed to tell. At that point.
Yeah, oof.
The street nigga shit is beyond me at this point, man.
It's what's amazing to me is how it's literally like gotten to where it's like umbrellaed over the entire culture.
Nigga work at the Villa talking about DTLR, talking about, nah, that bitch, I don't fuck that nigga, he's a rat. You sell sneakers.
Yeah. Do you have the Air Max in a 12 or not? You're tripping right now.
Do you have the All Banes in a 36?
The All Banes. No, you know the fake jeans come in a 1X and a 2X. They don't even have numbers.
How they run?
Yeah. Give me extra large and All Banes. Like, All Banes. But no, that shit is real. Like, it has umbrellaed itself over the culture to where you got people who really aren't in anything that really move and think.
Yeah, they the main ones reporting this shit. They the sideline reporters.
Yeah.
Keeping the bullshit going.
Yeah. We in a bad way with all that.
We cook. Black culture is cooked, man. Yeah. And every time I say it on Twitter, people get mad at me. And I'm like, our athletes think that they got to be steppers. Like, professional athletes, niggas with generational bags think they got to be steppers.
Dog.
Miles Bridges just fucked up $173 million. He partying without a care in the world. He from here in the crib.
Yeah.
Man, I just killed that verse.
Yeah.
Stupid ass nigga.
Yeah. You ain't lying. Yeah.
And what we supposed to do with this? Like, what are our kids supposed to think? This is why 92% of the NBA is all prep school kids and trust fund babies. This is why, because we don't want this nigga shit infiltrating our game. You scaring the white people.
Yeah. She's scaring some black people too. Yeah, it's black people scared.
I'm black.
Yeah.
I'm black and I'm scared.
And a little bit of positivity before we get out of here. Shout out to Draymond Green.
Got married this weekend.
2023 Green. You know what I'm saying?
A beautiful black woman, his fiancé.
His fiancé is nice.
And had plenty of gas there.
Yeah. Shout out to him, man. He got married. Everybody was there. The whole Crutch. Is it Clutch? Crutch. The whole Clutch Sports team was there. Looked like a really, really nice festivity, man. Looked like a really, really nice goings-ons. You know, Draymond had himself a real good year, man. You know what I mean? Won himself another championship. Did you see the 4-4-4 picture he did with Bron and Steph Curry or whatever? People in the comments like, it's crazy because we put Bron up there. Like, he's this out of this world person and he's a mere mortal just like everybody else. And I'm just like, oh my God, yo. That's gotta feel ridiculous that you Bron and just don't get no relaxation from the nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Bronny out here dunking on the whole gym and shit. People still mad at you for no fucking reason. That's a bad go of it. But shout out to Draymond Green, man. The wedding looked beautiful. Definitely. Very, very nice. He had a very nice suit on.
An amazing picture with him, Steph and LeBron. 12 of them things. They all put.
That's what I'm talking about. The 4-4-4. They all had the 4 Jones, and he was like, "Yeah." That's what I'm saying. People was in the comments like, "We put Bron on this pedestal," but it's like he has 4 championships just like everybody else, and it's like, shut up.
Yeah, but he's still about to break the record like any day now.
Yeah, like you talking about somebody who's gonna go down number 1 in scoring, top 5 in assists, and top 25 in rebounds. He's gonna make $1 billion. Well, he's already made $1 billion. His sons is gonna be in the league. It's like, this is just stupid.
Yeah, Bronny's starting to get his LeBron genes finally.
Yeah. Like,
punch that shit on the French national team.
And it's just like, you know, at this point, just hating on the man is like, for what? It's just
exercising futility.
It's just stupid and pointless. But I got nothing else for this.
We appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all for listening, tuning in. Everybody on YouTube, make sure you smash the like button, share this video, let everybody know that TRPE is your favorite podcast. Once again, shout out to Lady Boss Affairs, who sponsored the live show, also sponsored the show today. Has availability until June 2023 for the whole Philadelphia tri-state. Go to ladybossaffairs.com to book your get your pricing and lock in your date. And then also you could call the number 484-604-0153. That's 484-604-0153.
We out.
Peace.